It's the 17th of January and the full moon is actually at its fullest at 23:48 Greenwich Mean Time. So that is in the UK, so if you're anywhere else in the world, you'll need to adjust those times accordingly. Now, it's the first full moon of the year, and every full moon is a really good time to release and let go, forgive, accept and release the past. But at the start of a new year, it's probably even more important because we're kind of going into this whole fresh outlook of 2022, and we want to be looking at what in 2021 we want to let go of. But also, if there's been anything that has reoccurred throughout 2021 from maybe our childhood or situations maybe 5-10 years ago, where we are holding on to it and we still need to release it, let it go and heal it. So this is a really good time to write anything down that you do need to release. And once you've written those things down onto a piece of paper, you then want to ask the goddess Kali, Kali, to help you destroy those energies and destroy all of that what you want to let go of. And burn that piece of paper. This is a really good way to get the fire spirits to just release all of that energy out of your energetic field. So if you go out into the garden, if you have a garden space, and do it safely, or you can do it over the sink, away from any fire alarms, of course, but just do it as safely as possible. And in a bowl, I would suggest, because then you're not like, if it's a small piece of paper, you don't want to be burning any fingers, but it's a really good way to release that. And then we can look at what we are accepting of. So even if we're kind of, what we want to release that's not working for us, this could be forgiving others, but if we feel we can't forgive because it's too painful, then just accept what's happened, because this is for our own sake. If we can't release and let go, then we're holding those energies within us, and in turn every single emotion that we build up inside of us can transmute into a physical issue, okay? So it's really important to release, write a release list, okay? So we want to look at this full moon in Cancer and the energies that it holds, and Cancer's a very healing month. It's a very, it's a very healing energy. It's a very, kind of homely feeling, that kind of safety net. So you could do some meditation, just releasing and healing, and listening to some healing music would be really beneficial. There's loads on YouTube, like just healing hertz music, a certain level of hertz, and just balance and release all of that. But we need to look at what didn't work out and what are we maybe feeling resentful about, or because it didn't work out for us, we're holding grudges, or we're feeling despondent, or we have a lack of self-worth within us. We want to be releasing all of that, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing a workshop on the 1st of February to release some of the self-worth, self-confidence issues that may have affected us from a past issue. So do contact me if you want to book onto that. However, let's look at these energies, okay? Because it's really important that when we release, we want to release and let go, and then we also want to write a gratitude list, because this really helps us within our manifesting cycle. So the new moon is all about putting down what we want to bring in, and the full moon is about completion and looking at completing those cycles. But it's really important to talk about our gratitude after we release. So what are you grateful for at the moment? What were you grateful for in 2021 that you brought into this year? What have you had so far from the beginning of January until now that you're really grateful for? Or even just grateful for in life, just the food that you have on your table, or the roof over your head when there's millions of people that are homeless. So that kind of energy, very important to look at that and what you're grateful for and really feel it within you, okay? But there's some kind of things we need to look at as well, where has your working life been impacting your personal life? Let's look at this, because January is a time where it's on reflection. We look at reflection and where we're going to change things moving forward. And so it's important to look at how this has impacted you. Are you maybe working too much, or are you, and is it impacting your social life? Is it impacting your relationships, maybe with your children or with your partner or with your family or friends? So look at that, really important around this Cancerian energy, because it's all about you know, spending more time in that home energy, okay? Have you been acting out too tough lately? Maybe putting a bit of a shield up and you've been feeling quite vulnerable and upset, but you've been trying to protect yourself and not really showing it. It's important to look at how it might have impacted your relationships if you're not allowing others to really see how you're feeling and you're trying to act all tough and macho, okay? Try and show out your vulnerable side a bit more and take those boundaries down. And if you need work with healing on this, then do contact me, because it could be something in your past that is blocking you from allowing to let some of those boundaries down, because you feel very vulnerable from something in the past that's traumatized you, okay? And what do I need most to have a healing conversation with her? So who could you do with having a healing conversation with? Could it be with yourself? Are there elements of yourself that you still need to heal and you haven't addressed them, and you're kind of just brushing them under the carpet and not addressing how you feel? Or is it that you're having issues with your relationships, maybe your marriage or your boyfriend or your children or your friends, and you've not really been discussing it? And the only way you're going to heal these patterns, these cycles that keep repeating, is if you actually sit down with them, maybe with a pen and paper, maybe just having a chat. But it's really important to express how you feel, because if you don't express how you feel, then you can't really rectify those problems, okay? So it's really important to look at that. Okay, you need to find also balance between achieving and your quality life of home. So, you know, are you trying to achieve too much in your business life or your career life where you're not having a balance with your home life? So it's getting that balance of the two together, okay? And you know, feeling sure in yourself, that's really important. So again, that self-confidence, that self-worth within this energy. So look at that as well, and talk to me if you want to come on my class that will help you with that, okay? So also we want to look at what you can do to kind of help yourself. So as I say, full moon meditations are really, really great. Also cleansing the home, because this is also clearing and healing your energies within your home and that Cancer energy. So, you know, saging the home, spraying lavender, lemon water, having Himalayan salt baths where you're cleansing your energy with essential oils. Or you could just have a really lovely shower and just envisage that shower and that water as a pure white light, clearing and energizing anything that is not serving you anymore. Also great to get your crystals out under the full moon energy and to really give them a cleanse, because if you've been using with them a lot, or you may be even just holding a few specific crystals on you, you know, in your pocket or in your bag or under your pillow or in your bra or something like that, really good to cleanse those, because that's really going to get that full moon healing feminine energy within them. And putting your full moon water out, I will post on my story my video of my full moon water and how you can do that, okay? I won't keep posting it on my main page, but I will post it on my story, and there'll be a link that you can watch for that. So that's something else you can do, okay? You need to also look at whether you've been a bit too insecure or clingy. Cancer is very much about this energy, so look at whether you have been a little bit too insecure and why this is happening. Is it from childhood? Is it from a trigger from your adult life? What is it that's causing you to be like this insecurity, this clinginess, okay? And needing to look at whether you've been quite moody. Cancers can be very, very moody, and they can kind of hold on to situations where they might act like they've forgiven, but they never forget. And we need to be releasing this and letting go of this, because it doesn't do our insides any good. Your stomach will hold on to that energy. Your gut is where your immune system is, and if you're holding on to anger, resentment, upset, betrayal, that's not going to help you at all. Okay, so I think I've covered everything for you in this full moon in Cancer. Please do let me know if you have any questions. Just send me a DM and I can help you. But you know, enjoy this energy and look at really releasing, because this is a great time throughout this cycle to release everything from the past that has not served you, so you can have a fresh 2022. Okay, thank you so much, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye for now.